So this is go back to like your upbringing. Are you coming from an entrepreneurial background? Did you kind of see like your parents or any ancestors in entrepreneurial like endeavors at all when you were growing up?
My yes and no. My dad was an accountant
Mm.
and he worked for some pretty big companies. And then I think he had enough. And so he started his own accounting practice. It was never huge. He just did it on his own, but that I think was first.
Mhm.
And my mom, when she did decide to go back to work, once we were old enough, she was a court, not a, she would take stenographer's notes and type them up onto pages. And
Mm.
she would do that at home. She had like this little closet in her bedroom. And I remember I would come home from high school and she'd be there typing away and she would stop for a few seconds to say hello to me and then go back to it. So I guess in a way that's
Mhm.
kind of, but that's the most of it.
Mm. So I mean, it kind of brings me to that point. So like when you were younger, you were saying that you had difficulties dealing with like stress to a certain extent. Did you see your parents have difficulty dealing with stress? Is that something that maybe it was nurture versus nature? Like, how did you think you got to the point to where you didn't know how to deal with the stress versus now you can handle it and you know what to do?
Um, I think it was all middle child syndrome because when I've had conversations with my brothers, their upbringing,
Mm.
like you would think they were raised in another house. So I
Mm.
don't know, Essay, if you've ever had conversations like that with your siblings, but it's interesting. The little brother, always the youngest, is always the perfect. No matter what he did, he was perfect. And my older was the guinea pig, and I
Mm.
think that was tough. I do have vivid memories of my parents and brothers always telling me I was fat, I was ugly, I would never amount to anything, and it took me many many years to just move on through that. Um, I don't, I just think that as I grew up, I realized what I liked about myself, what I didn't like about myself, and I'm okay with who I am now. I'm not perfect. You and I talked about it recently that
Yeah.
I was inappropriate to someone. I could have been nicer, but it's behind me now.